Fedora Outlier LLC. Top down, better than excellent. Consulting, teaching, and support. Visit FedoraOutlier.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Delivering Access podcast brought to you by Fedora Outlier. My name is Scott Rumry, and today on our podcast, I will be talking to you about an app that I just recently discovered called DropVox. Not DropBox, but DropVox with a V. I will also be discussing the app switcher and how to use it. Having said that, first let me give you some contact information. If you have any suggestions for this podcast or future podcast ideas, you can reach me at scott@FedoraOutlier.com. That's FedoraOutlier.com. You can also go to our website at www.FedoraOutlier.com to see all the services that we offer and take a look at our blog. From this page, you can get to our Twitter feed and also our Facebook feed and all the other social networks that we are a part of. Please, if you do go to our website, please do sign up for a monthly newsletter. Also, follow us on Twitter at Fedora_Outlier.com and like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Fedora Outlier LLC. Now, what is DropVox and why would you want to use it? Well, DropVox is a neat little app. First of all, I should tell you it's not a free app, but it's an inexpensive app. It costs $1.99. You get it from the App Store on your iDevice. And when you first launch it, there'll be a link to link account. What that means is if you double tap that, you'll put in your DropBox username and password, and then it links DropVox with that account, automatically creates a DropVox folder inside your Dropbox, and that's where your recordings will go. That is what you use this program for, is to make quick, very easy recordings, notes. I'm using it right now to record this podcast, so it can be used to make those as well. And it really is a very useful, very easy program to use. With this program, you can set it up in a couple of ways. You can set it up to just record from within the program, or if you would like to do some background recording, which means you'd be able to record some stuff that is on your actual device, or maybe record a how-to podcast, give some people some instruction on how to do certain things on their iDevice. It will record in the background and pick up everything that VoiceOver is saying as well. So it's very handy in that way. So first, let me talk about the setup of the screen in the app, and it's very easy. When you first launch this, after you have linked the app to your Dropbox account, there is only two buttons in the app. There is a start recording button and there's a settings button. Now, if you double tap the start recording button, you'll hear a sound signifying that the recording is beginning. Then you just start talking. When you're done, you double tap the screen again. It will stop the recording and immediately upload it to your Dropbox. The settings button, you may want to go into this to set a couple of things. So if you double tap the settings button, you can change whether or not you want the app to start recording once you launch the app, or by default it's set to have you initiate the recording by double tapping on that start recording button. This is how I have mine set, just because I would rather make sure that I have full control, but it's a personal preference. If you would just assume have the app start once you double tap the app, then by all means that would be the way to go. Another setting you may want to adjust is the one that says record in background or on lock screen. This is off by default, so if you move away from the app while you're recording, with this not enabled, the recording will stop. So to be able to move around your iDevice while recording, double tap this and it'll enable it, and therefore you'll be all set. And that's how I've got mine set. And another setting is to receive a sound feedback when the recording begins or stops, and that is enabled by default, and I have that. I've left that alone on mine as well, because as a blind person I like to have that feedback. And I do believe that that's pretty much it. So as you can see, it is a very simple app, but very useful as well. So having said that, how do you use the app? As I stated, all you have to do is double tap on the record button, make your recording, double tap it, then it will send it up to your DropBox folder. It is important to note that the longer the recording, the longer it will take to upload. So if you're in a hurry, you want to keep that in mind. Shorter recordings, quick uploads. Longer recordings takes quite a bit longer. This one, for instance, will probably take 3 or 4 minutes, depending on how much longer I talk for. And another thing to note, the default file format is .m4a, which is the iTunes format. And for my purposes, I really want to make those, I want those to be MP3s so that they can play on everything. So I don't have to worry about compatibility or issues, coming up because it's not in the universal MP3 format. I am going to contact the developer and see if we can get that put in a future release, because I really would like that. But there is no way to change that. There is a workaround though. If with using iTunes, you can, in iTunes preferences, there is a setting to change your file format encoder from .m4a to .mp3. And if you do that, then after you import your recorded file into iTunes, you just go to the advanced menu, and there's a menu item called Create MP3. You click that, and then it'll take that the file that was highlighted and give you another copy of it in MP3 format. Then you can throw away the original file. So there is a workaround for that issue, but I'm hoping that in a future release we can get some choice inside the app to change the file format. So that's all with DropVox. I just wanted to make you all aware of it. It's a really cool app, and try it out if you've got a DropBox account, and have fun. Now on to the app switcher. I would like to discuss the app switcher because as a teacher of Apple products, and more specifically the iPhone, I have had students come up to me and ask me, what is the app switcher and why do I have it? Well, the app switcher is the easiest way to explain it. It is similar to the taskbar on Windows computers or the dock on Mac computers, where all your recently used programs are housed there. They are kept in the app switcher for easy access in the future. Once you launch an app for the first time, it goes into the app switcher. While you're in that app,